While drinking, he looked through the transparent floor-to-ceiling windows at Liang Yue, who was holding a long knife in the lounge next door, closing his eyes and concentrating. To forcibly increase strength, you must have a container that is tough enough and large enough. Otherwise, it will not be able to withstand the infusion of huge energy in a short period of time. Not everyone can do this experiment. You must choose a person with excellent qualifications and a firm mind to do it. The martial artist next to you, she is a pure piece of jade. If her abilities can be developed, I believe she will not be inferior to you. She will become a good helper for you. How about it, Zhang Yi? Do you want to accept my help? This is only good for you, no harm. In order to deal with the coming battles, you also need people you can trust. Zhang Yi stared at Deng Yuanbo's shoes, frowning slightly, and fell into the battle between heaven and man. Can he trust Deng Yuanbo? It's hard to say. But obviously this is a very good opportunity. If something had not happened to Deng Shentong, the Deng group would not have been able to help him. It would be a pity if you missed it. Deng Yuanbo didn't urge Zhang Yi, and even said very caringly, "This matter really needs to be thought about carefully. After all, you don't have much friendship with the Deng family, so it's normal to doubt us. It's just that this is indeed a rare opportunity for you. I hope you seize the future." Zhang Yi took a deep breath and said, "I need to think about it. It won't take long, please give me some time." Deng Shentong smiled and said, "Of course this is okay." Zhang Yi couldn't make up his mind, so he decided to go to Yang Xinxin to discuss it. Zhang Yi quickly went to the lounge next door and found Yang Xinxin and Liang Yue. He asked the two of them to come over and discuss the matter quietly. The opportunity was not to be missed. He didn't want to delay it for too long, and the eclipse of the moon would come back one day, so time was of the essence. To make a decision, you have to be quick. After hearing Zhang Yi's statement, Liang Yue was suddenly moved. The Deng family must have mastered relatively comprehensive genetic technology regarding mutants. It is said that the genetic potions in Blizzard City were developed with their help. Liang Yue eagerly hopes to improve her strength. She then said to Zhang Yi, "I am willing to give it a try. After all, I am responsible for the risks. You can let me try it first. If it is effective and has no side effects, let others come too." Zhang Yi glanced at her. "Have you always been so brave?" I really don't know what to say about her. Liang Yue always has an inexplicable sense of justice and dedication in her heart. But in Zhang Yi's opinion, he didn't take his own life seriously. Liang Yue said helplessly, "What can we do? We are about to start a war with Eclipse again. If we don't improve our combat power, we will only hold you back." She thought about the last time. She was just making a fool of herself. If she hadn't been by Zhang Yi's side, ask yourself, could she have beaten the Eclipse stranger? At this time, Yang Xinxin also spoke after careful consideration. "I think we may not be able to accept the conditions they proposed." Zhang Yi said, "Oh? Xinxin, what do you think?" Yang Xinxin looked at Zhang Yi, then at Liang Yue, and whispered, "The Deng family has no reason to harm us. Right now, Blizzard City needs your abilities, brother, and since you have accepted this mission, they have to protect you even more." Zhang Yi said, "Okay, then we will accept their invitation for cooperation." After thinking about it for a while, he decided to cooperate with the Deng family. Because after Liang Yue succeeds, others may be able to become stronger in this way. So Zhang Yi nodded vigorously, returned to Deng Yuanbo's study, and expressed his attitude. "We are willing to accept help from the Deng family. However, there is one sentence that may sound impolite, so I still have to say it first." There was a hint of warning in Zhang Yi's eyes. "You took the initiative to help us, and we each get what we need, so we don't owe you anything. It's true that I feel grateful in my heart, but once I find out, you will take the opportunity to secretly do something to my companions. Then," Zhang Yi's voice became colder, "I won't pretend that nothing happened. Deng, Yuanbo smiled brightly, picked up the teacup in his hand and took a leisurely sip. Of course can. Zhang Yi and Deng Yuanbo discussed the specific content of the help. This requires Liang Yue to go over and accept their experiment. From a simple theoretical point of view, it is actually a kind of artificial symphagy, use genetic means to quickly develop the potential of mutants. Liang Yue was very open-minded, and she came to Deng Yuanbo very generously. "Mr. Deng, please." Deng Yuanbo's eyes lit up when he looked at Liang Yue. He saw the light of the jade, as if he had discovered beyond his jade. Zhang Yi said, "I have to contact her every day, and this must be guaranteed." Deng Yuanbo nodded. "You are very cautious, but this time I am helping you sincerely. If you are worried, I can even allow you to live in Dong Yuan and live with her." Zhang Yi thought for a while and finally rejected the proposal. The current situation in Blizzard City is unclear, and he doesn't want to do something that will obviously make people misunderstand that he is a member of the Deng family. Deng Yuanbo took a step forward. "Actually, you can also try our package. Maybe your upper limit still has a lot of room." Zhang Yi smiled and shook his head. "That's not necessary," Deng Yuanbo said with a smile. "If you figure it out, come to me at any time. I believe you will come back." Zhang Yi said a few polite words and avoided the topic. Liang Yue was invited to the laboratory inside Deng Yuan by the housekeeper Lian Cheng. In the study, Deng Yuanbo was still standing in front of the huge floor-to-ceiling window, looking at Zhang Yi's retreating figure. "This boy is so cautious and admirable." Deng Yuanbo let out such a sigh. "If you could be no, 1/3 as cautious as him, how could you end up like that?" His voice was full of regret. At this time, a deep voice came from behind him where the wall should have been. "This guy is really hard to see through." Hearing this voice, Deng Yuanbo glanced back. "Oh, is this why you are optimistic about him? But do you really think he can beat Gao Changkong?" Deng Yuanbo couldn't help but have doubts in his heart. However, the man behind the wall insisted that Zhang Yi must do that thing. Otherwise, as Deng Yuanbo, how could he be so attentive to Zhang Yi? Who in Blizzard City doesn't want to get technical support from their Deng family? The voice came in a deep voice. "Don't underestimate him. His upper limit is definitely not below the level of captain of the 6th Brigade. It may even be higher." Look of astonishment flashed in Deng Yuanbo's eyes. Blizzard City's 6 investigation captains all possess the power of Delta-level mutants developed to the extreme. Zhang Yi's upper limit is still higher than theirs. Wouldn't that be Ipsilon? The voice behind the wall was silent for a moment and said leisurely, "We only have a superficial understanding of mutation. Even if the Deng family has been studying the genetic field for half a century, we can only see a hazy shadow. That is the realm of gods. How can mortals touch it? When I saw Zhang Yi fighting in Jiangning City, I realized that everyone underestimated him. He is like a huge, empty cave with no bottom. We can only win over such a person, but we cannot let him become the enemy of the Deng family." Deng Yuanbo's eyes became intense. As long as Zhang Yi is not allowed to join them, he doesn't like to be controlled by others because of his loose personality. The stronger I make him, the less dependent he will be on Zhu Zheng. On Zhang Yi's side, he and Yang Xinxin left Deng Yuan. He was escorted by the Deng family's vehicle to Area A, where there was a single-family villa specially prepared for him. Zhang Yi checked the villa carefully shortly after he checked in and found no surveillance equipment. "Back here I can relax a little." Zhang Yi sat on the sofa, and Yang Xinxin was close to him. The two of them leaned against the back of the sofa in a leisurely, half-lying posture. Flower squinted her eyes and squatted on Zhang Yi's belly very comfortably and skillfully. Thinking of Liang Yue undergoing genetic experiments at the Deng family, Zhang Yi still felt a little uneasy. "I always feel that the Deng family is too kind to me, and Deng Yuanbo's explanation does not fully convince me." The corners of Yang Xinxin's mouth raised slightly. She supported the backrest with one arm and looked at Zhang Yi with eyes full of admiration and admiration. "Brother, there is one more thing you haven't figured out yet." Zhang Yi. "Huh? What's the matter?" Yang Xinxin reached out and pointed to Zhang Yi's nose, and her white and tender fingertips touched it gently, feeling cool and soft. "You are too cautious. So you always think about things in a pessimistic direction. But you have forgotten that now you are the top stranger in the Jiangnan region. Such a person will be respected no matter where he is, and will be tried hard to win over by all the major forces. And now that the Deng family has lost its top combat power, doing this is tantamount to showing goodwill to you. Even if there is no eclipse mission, they are still willing to have a good relationship with you. Can't you understand such a simple truth?" Zhang Yi's mind suddenly became enlightened. He couldn't help but let out a long sigh. "I have survived so far in the dangerous struggle between people, and I have almost forgotten the rules of civilized society. Blizzard City still retains a civilized state, so there are still people who are worldly, rather than just talking with their fists." He turned his hand and took out the X compound given to him by Deng Yuanbo from the different space. After opening the silver box, a tube of pale golden injection appeared inside. This thing is the medicine that Deng Yuanbo said can allow strangers to quickly awaken their potential. Zhang Yi can imagine how valuable it is. He had an urge to use it, a desire on a genetic level, but out of caution, he did not dare to do so. After thinking for a while, he chose to call Bailey Changqing to inquire. Soon after, he answered the phone. Zhang Yi exchanged a few words of greetings and then went directly to the topic. "Are the Deng Group's research results in genetic medicines great? Do they have a dark history in medicine?" Bailey Changqing replied, "Let me tell you this. Currently, Blizzard City has to rely on the Deng family for most of the field of genetic medicine. But now, with many experiments, the medicine has become mature," he said, glancing at his arm. "I am the third batch of drug experimenters. Everything is currently in normal condition, and there are no adverse reactions." Zhang Yi asked, "What is the name of the medicine you use?" Bailey Changqing thought for a moment and found that Zhang Yi was now mostly one of his own. Even if he was unwilling to accept the jurisdiction of the Jiangnan region, joining the Tengu to carry out the mission against the eclipse proved that he was trustworthy. That drug is called Compound Number 6. Compound Number 6 is a term that Zhang Yi has never heard of. But he soon understood. Compound X is a unique technology of the Deng family, and even people in Blizzard City cannot get it. "Thanks. I understand now." He thought twice and restrained his urge to use the injection. It's better to wait until Liang Yue's experiment is over and observe it. At all times, caution must come first. You can never go too far wrong.